Good morning and welcome back to Keto Living with Dale and Judith. Today's video is Dale's full day of eating keto foods on his low-carb diet. About 60 grams of net carbs a day. It helps him maintain his weight loss, control his blood sugar with his diabetes, and to stay healthy while he waits for his liver transplant coming up next month. The transplant is because he was born with a birth defect that became malignant. It became cancerous. Breakfast is 3 eggs, 1.7 grams of net carbs, cooked in 1 tablespoon of butter. 2 slices of no sugar, uncured pork bacon, Applegate brand. No carbs in that. 1/2 cup of almond milk, which is 1.5 grams of net carbs. Has to be unsweetened. That's the important thing. With 30 grams of the low-carb cereal Coconut Crunch. 10 grams of net carbs. That is not a keto cereal. With 1 packet of Chalk Zero hot chocolate, 2 grams of net carbs, and 5 of their mini keto marshmallows. 0.2 grams of net carbs. Altogether for breakfast, it's 15.4 grams of net carbs, with 10 of that coming from the cereal. It's lunchtime, so let's make Dale some low-carb nachos. We're going to use 2 servings, which is 16 keto triangle chips. And if you're eating keto, not low carb, limit to 1 serving, just 8 chips. So that has 8 grams of net carbs, where 8 chips would have 4. We're going to sprinkle on 2 ounces of cheddar cheese. Again, if you're keto, a better option would either substitute the cheddar with Monterey Jack. It's only 0.3 grams per ounce, or use less cheddar. We're going to use 1 serving of keto taco meat. I have a video on how to make that, and I'll put a link to it in the description. It's 1.6 grams of net carbs. We're going to broil that until the cheese is melted. And in the center, afterwards, we're going to add lettuce, which is going to be 0.4 grams of net carbs, and 1 mini holy guacamole, which is 3 grams of net carbs. If the taco meat had already been thawed, I wouldn't have warmed it up. And Dale doesn't like the liquid. Remember in the recent video when I made this batch of taco meat, I put too much liquid in it. But that's easy to solve. Just soak it up with some paper towel. Now I'm going to broil it until the cheese melts. Then I'm going to carefully take out that center bowl and add the lettuce and the guacamole. So lunch altogether was 14.9 grams of net carbs. But if you use half the chips and substitute the cheddar for Monterey Jack and take off the guacamole, you could make keto nachos for 6.6 grams of net carbs. And that's how you could change it from low carb to keto. And if it was me, I would increase the meat. But Dale's not a thick meat kind of guy. Lunch is ready. I'm going to bring it upstairs and we're going to bird watch from the upstairs windows. Dale's nighttime snack, he cooks himself, and he loves his keto tortillas. They're like a corn tortilla. He's going to fry them in coconut oil, and he's going to have 3 this evening. They're 4 grams of net carbs each, meaning altogether that's 12 grams of net carbs. Now, they're not a huge tortilla. They're small. They're small like a corn tortilla. And you need to warm them up first, or they'll crack. They're not like a flour tortilla. He's going to have them with 1 serving of homemade keto cheese dip. He'll warm it up in the microwave. And then, so altogether, okay, so the cheese dip is 2.5 grams of net carbs, meaning altogether snack is 14.5 grams of net carbs. Dinner is going to be keto breadstick pizza. I have a video I recently made about it because I was cleaning out the freezer and the keto breadsticks, we just weren't using them up. And Dale really likes this pizza. And there's 2 breadsticks together with cheese and sauce on it and toppings. And it's really big and thick. Oops. It's 11.7 grams of net carbs. I'm going to be cooking it from frozen in a 400-degree oven 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see. Dale really likes it. And that's Dale's full day of low-carb eating. Altogether, 56.5 grams of net carbs. Thank you for visiting Keto Living with Dale and Judith. See you later. Bye-bye.